The Samsung Galaxy S25 series debut is yet to be awaited, hence we still have some time. However, leaks simply keep on happening. The most recent points to a design revamp for the Galaxy S25 Ultra that would make Samsung's premium flagship simpler than ever. Over the weekend, several pictures appeared from famed leaker Ice Universe, flaunting an allegedly Galaxy S25 Ultra cover. Based on what's there, it appears like the Galaxy S25 Ultra will shed the harsh edges of the Galaxy S24 Ultra and embrace a more rounded shape that's more pleasant to hold in your hand. This matches a previous Galaxy S25 Ultra report back in June that it will have a more rounded form than the other phones in its series, one that takes a page from the design of the Galaxy Note 7 from 2016. It might also offer narrower bezels than even the iPhone 16 Pro Max, if the newest reports are to be believed. Though it's worth adding that, even with all this discussion about rounded designs, Samsung has made it plain it has no intentions to bring back curved displays. The photos also show off how the camera configuration may receive a modest tweak. 3 cutouts for sensors, likely for the main, ultra-wide and periscope lenses, are lined up vertically in one column, while 3 smaller cutouts for the laser autofocus, LED flash, and 3x telephoto camera lie nearby. Compared to the S24 Ultra, the holes for the cameras are notably bigger and closer together, while the whole camera module is relocated closer to the top left corner of the phone's rear. For perspective, the current S24 Ultra has a primary 200 megapixels camera, a 12 megapixels ultra-wide camera, a 10 megapixels telephoto lens with a 3x optical zoom, and a new 50 megapixels telephoto camera with a 5x optical zoom. Based on everything we've heard thus far, camera enhancements appear to be at the top of Samsung's to-do list for the S25 Ultra, which makes it an early favorite for our list of the best camera phones. We're not expected to learn anything about Samsung's intentions for the Galaxy S25 lineup until January. In the meanwhile, we've already seen Apple offer the iPhone 15 Pro, which offers more features than the iPhone 15 Plus. So we're betting an S25 Pro may be a more feature-packed product than an S25 Plus. But this is only a rumor for now, so you shouldn't hold your breath for this change. As of today, we're still convinced there will be Vanilla, Plus, and Ultra variants in the Galaxy S25 range. The design of the Galaxy S series has scarcely altered in the previous several iterations. That's why we were pleased when leaker Revignus revealed that Il-Won Lee, a former Mercedes-Benz designer, had been entrusted with making the Galaxy brand seem fresh, and that design changes are likely. Despite this revelation in September, reputable tipster Steve Hemmerstoffer offered a glimpse at what the S25 Ultra may look like, and it's fairly similar to the prior 3 years. The renderings revealed by the leaker do highlight a somewhat fresh design that more resembles Sony's Xperia flagships, but it's hardly an overhaul. The gadget looks to have flat edges and rounded corners, while Samsung's iconic camera arrangement is on the back. That said, tipster Ice Universe thinks we may yet see some modifications to the texturing of the camera arrangement depicted in the leaked pictures. Do note that things like the camera lens housing may be altered pretty readily late in the development stage. Meanwhile, fresh leaks from Hemmerstoffer and Android Headlines have offered us probable glances into the looks of the basic Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus variants. As per the leaks, the regular S25 looks to be receiving a size decrease across the board compared to its predecessor, the S24. The alleged measurements are 146.9 by 70.4 by 7.2 millimeters, which is substantially smaller than the S24 147 by 70.6 by 7.6 millimeters dimensions. Interestingly, this shrinking doesn't appear to affect the display size, which is projected to stay about 6.17 inches and presumably advertised as 6.2 inches. There are a number of additional interesting improvements. The camera arrangement is now reported to incorporate rings around the lenses, similar to what we've seen in leaked renderings of the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Additionally, the bezels look to be becoming thinner, but the flat sides are set to stay for another year. We may anticipate the Galaxy S25 Plus to also arrive with the same aesthetics with a little larger screen size, as shown in Hemmerstoffer's renderings. Tipster Ice Universe also provided photographs comparing mock-ups of the Galaxy S25 Ultra to the Galaxy S25 and iPhone 16 Pro Max. This provides us a better notion of the thickness of Samsung's phones. The leaker also uploaded photographs comparing the S25 Ultra to the S24 Ultra, showcasing a slimmer and lighter metal frame for the new phone. Strangely enough, the Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus are believed to include very unusual individual camera cutouts that resemble a little like Super Mario warp pipes. We do have worries about lint and dust developing beneath the lip of these cutouts. Camera's one of the first pieces of information to surface regarding the S25 Ultra was the camera specifications. Early rumors were quite conflicting, with some alleging substantial overhauls, such as going with a simple triple lens system, and a big increase for the main 200 megapixels lens. However, as the year has gone on, most of those early speculations have been struck down. The most current intel hints to a few changes for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, but not a total makeover. Ice Universe provided a slew of alleged Galaxy S25 Ultra camera specifications on Weibo on May 27. They stated that the Ultra phone will stay with a 200 megapixels primary camera and 50 megapixels, 5x periscope telephoto zoom, but would swap to a 50 megapixels ultra-wide lens. Unfortunately, it appears like we won't see a 50 megapixels, 3x telephoto camera to match, as the insider believes the Ultra phone will maintain the present 3x with 10 megapixels telephoto lens. Leaker Sperandio 4 Tech also supplied details on sensor modifications for the two updated lenses. Allegedly, the Galaxy S25 Ultra's ultra-wide lens might have a new version of the 1/2.76-inch JN1 sensor. Meanwhile, the 3x telephoto lens might feature a new 1/3-inch ISOCELL sensor. As for the CPU, OEM of the greatest Galaxy S25 speculations so far have connected to the processors. Samsung returned back its history of delivering the Galaxy S series with a Snapdragon CPU in certain areas and an Exynos chip for the rest of the globe with the S24. This was after the much welcome decision in 2023 of forsaking Exynos and providing Snapdragon CPUs for all devices throughout the globe. In September 2024, a Korean publication stated that the Galaxy S25 series will entirely employ Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 CPUs, signifying possibly good news for individuals who don't like the Exynos and Snapdragon divide. The article further indicated that Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 for Galaxy processor is specialized for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. This is the most latest and trustworthy info we have. If Samsung does go all in on Snapdragon, it looks like the Galaxy S25 could get a nice speed boost. Tips to Digital Chat Station claims that chips will hit 4 GHz. This would be a notable improvement from the Gen 3 processor, which is capable of reaching 3.3 GHz. However, a conflicting report says Samsung is hoping to improve its Exynos 2500 chip yields so it can once again offer multiple chip configurations depending on the market. Furthermore, at least one leak claims the company could also utilize a MediaTek Dimensity SoC for select models. This seems less likely, and it's important to mention the sourcing is a bit questionable with this one, so a grain of salt is necessary. Still, it seems likely Samsung isn't happy paying Qualcomm's high pricing for its chips and is actively looking for other options. Moving on to the display, not much is presently known regarding display specifications outside of the speculation that the series might get larger. However, Samsung has been working on next-generation OLED displays that will enable fingerprint scanning anywhere on the screen, as well as open up the possibility to scan several fingerprints concurrently. At the time, the CEO of ISORG, Dieter May, estimated that Samsung will be ready to produce these displays by 2025. Onto battery specifications, it's conceivable Samsung might be aiming to adopt stack technology for the battery in the S25 series, according to a report from the ELEC. This innovation is frequently utilized in electric cars, but it seems Samsung's research and development department is exploring moving it over to cell phones. Stacking refers to the way cells in the battery are organized, which may lead to a larger energy capacity within a smaller space. According to the paper, the layout might deliver a 10% gain in energy density. Meanwhile, a tip from Galaxy Club indicates the basic Galaxy S25 might have the same 4000 mAh capacity as the Galaxy S24. This isn't awful news, but it could be frustrating for those wanting to milk out a little more energy from the Galaxy S25. As for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, Tipster Digital Chat Station advises to anticipate a 5000 mAh battery with 45-watt fast charging. This was then validated by a Chinese regulatory filing, which states that the phone supports 45-watt charging with 15-volt and 3-ampere requirements. The same listing also hints that the Galaxy S25 Ultra might offer satellite connection, something that was predicted on the Galaxy S24, but never occurred. What about the Galaxy S25 Plus? Well, Galaxy Club indicates that you can anticipate the same 4900 mAh capacity as the S24 Plus. In a reaction to a social post from Samsung, Tipster Ice Universe believes that the basic Galaxy S25 will once again include 8 gigs of RAM. Presumably, the leaker is claiming that just 8 gigs of RAM will be accessible, regardless of the configuration. If correct, this would indicate the S25 would have the same amount of memory that Samsung offered the S24 and S23. However, the newest Android headline story strongly claims that the basic Galaxy S25 model will start with 12 gigs of RAM this year, presumably to enable for better handling of AI activities. While it is feasible we won't see a change in the quantity of RAM, the storage story might be different. Samsung Semiconductor presented a roadmap for the future generation of UFS. That roadmap claims the corporation will deliver UFS 4.0 4-lane in 2025 before leaping to UFS 5.0 in 2027. Based on the roadmap, UFS 4.0 4-lane will quadruple the read or write speeds of the present UFS 4.0 standard. The added speed will give a lot of advantages, such speedier load times and more efficient on-device AI apps. Unless you're dead bent on obtaining the newest and best from Samsung, there's not really any need to wait. The exception to that is should you not immediately require a new phone. In such situation, it might be wise to hold out to see how the Galaxy S25 line performs. Should you need anything right now, Galaxy S24, $859.99 at Amazon. Galaxy S24 Plus, $1,119.99 at Amazon. And Galaxy S24 Ultra, $1,419.99 at Amazon. Most certainly meet your wants. Likewise, you have options for perfectly adequate non-Samsung phones spanning premium to budget tier and all points in between. For example, the Google Pixel 9 Pro, $999 at Amazon, is a strong handset that boasts fantastic cameras and clever AI capabilities powered by Gemini. There's also the Nothing Phone 2, $699 at Amazon, if you want a flagship smartphone that won't damage your pocketbook. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.